Hey guys, Tarot here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Eindhoven country. Playing today spawning in the north we have SlickLeatherGrease, playing as the British forces who has special weapons, Royal Engineers, and Vanguard. Teaming up with him is Rubberluck as the Brits, straight away going for mobile assault. From the south we have Rod, playing as OKW, immediately going for Grand Offensive, going single fault into Fusilier. And then finally we have Nishizawa Toshiro, playing as Ose, who has Spearhead, Fishtung Armor, and German Mechanized. In terms of rankings here, random team both sides. Rubberluck around 70, SlickLeatherGrease 200, Nishizawa 150-ish, and Rod 125. So SlickLeatherGrease coming in from a couple angles, forcing the stern pies to backpedal, not supported by any long-range infantry at the moment. Got a universal carrier rolling out for SlickLeatherGrease. Meanwhile, Rubberluck going for two engineer recovery squads. Branching out to the far side, getting a few sandbags coming up. Machine gun over here, hasn't found a target yet. And setting up outside of range. We'll be covering from this angle. Pie's trying to bait the squad in, it looks like. Universal carrier doing some nice damage from over here. The stern pie is getting too low, they have to get out. Rounding the corner here. Expose himself too far from both angles. There we go, the machine gun gets the job done from that angle. Nice positioning there. Recovery squad closing in. It's going to be a close fight there. This one closing in though, pretty much unscathed. Machine gun repositioning now. Looks like the Grenadiers were going to win, but especially with the Pyros coming in now as well. Grenadiers there on the run. Rod has to fall back. The universal carrier is doing way too much damage. Did take an engine crit though. Couple of crawlers there for both sides.
A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Bringing in some engineers now for the repairs. Has got a Vickers out as well. SlickLeatherGrease. Interesting angle on that.
Post is finished and ready for use.
Squad capping the VP on the far side though. Okay, here comes the tech truck for Rod. Going for, one squad less than standard, I'd say. Yeah, you can generally get away with that in 2v2s a bit more. A little bit late maybe getting his tech truck going though. He was going for this kind of strategy. You can see how much manpower he has in reserve. 30 seconds late. Alright, making use of the med kits there. Injury getting pushed back. Universal carrier. Could be a good time to activate the suppressing fire when you're up against this much infantry in a small area. Could get some suppression cooking on that. Looks like he doesn't even really need to here, just getting forced off by SlickLeatherGrease being concentrated in this area. There's no shame in getting a Riketten to help deal with the universal carrier. I think it's a fine thing to do. Not opting for that. MG a little bit isolated here. Could get surrounded. Remember, you do have smoke on these now at this stage as well, so machine gun, even if it does try to set up, might get smoked and forced off anyway. Here come the Grenadiers though, looking to save the day. And interesting, these guys don't chase all the way around the corner. They're going to go for like a bit of a shortcut. It is though with the other recovery sapper coming in. They're going to get out-muscled here. Or if the recovery sapper here it comes across now. Remember, Vet 1, they've got that big rate of fire boost when they're stationary, the recovery engineers, so their damage is actually quite formidable when they're standing still. And then the smoke on the exit, well handled. Got a sniper coming in for SlickLeatherGrease. Having gone for a machine gun, so this is actually going to work out very well. Got the assault officer meanwhile for Rubberluck.
Capture point. They're trying to take it.
I think personally I probably wouldn't have gone for the officer. You know, I'm a big fan of the commandos. It's pretty close to being able to bring them in as well. He already has a infantry section with pyrotechnics, so can use that for the base howitzer fire. Don't really need the officer, but it's alright.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Oh, this could be trouble. 222 coming across, but does not go for the sniper. Oh, he's gone to hold fire mode. There are the engineers right there for the anti-tank grenade though, and they find a window. Get the snare off. We've got the universal carrier there. Put some damage onto the rear armor of that. And here come the sections. Engineers going to come in for a second anti-tank grenade. And that's going to be a dead 222. That was very poor handling on that 222. Couldn't see the kill here though. Can he get in range for the anti-tank grenade? So close, but can't quite. The Vic is shutting that down. Remember those Fusiliers do have the long-range snare. Do manage to knock out the right engineers though. I feel like that should have been avoidable. Recovery sapper's working well there. Grenade out. Good damage. Grenade is dropping fast. Those recovery sappers, they're vetting up real quick.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Do get away alive though. Here comes the Puma. And this could be a straight drive onto the universal carrier here. He's on prioritized vehicles. Misses the first shot. Picks it up on the second.
The enemy have destroyed a forward emplacement.
Be careful with that sniper. Can get shot at by the Puma. Got a little bit he got though for killing that UC. So ages away from that Vet 1 aim shot, which is great against the snipers. Good cut-off push here. Machine gun coming in, but he's got the smoke out. Pack coming in for the jam. Didn't get bursted for that long. I feel like his suppression will wear off. But the pack trying to hide inside the smoke, and it's actually working out quite well. We've got some Grenadiers coming in as well. Puma coming around the corner. Sappers on the run and do not get suppressed on the exit. Turning around. Going to get the anti-tank grenade off on the Puma. Rebuild on the 222, which I think is a fine choice. Got bolster on both players here. I don't really know why Rubberluck went for bolster. He's got the recovery engineers that are already 5 men, so he only really gets it to boost up these 2 squads that he has. I don't think that's a very good use of resources. I'm a fan of that. That's one of the main benefits of having the recovery sappers, that you don't need to tick bolster with those kind of strategies. Looks like he's going to allow the 222 to get snared here again. This is just don't let this happen to your light vehicles. This is really, really bad. Taking snares like this for no reason. Now is at risk of getting killed by the 6-pounder. It slows this down, so you know he has to wait for it to get repaired before it can do damage again. It's just letting it get snared for free like this is horrible. Really bad play. Lucky in this case that neither of the Brit players went for the AEC though, so nothing can really chase this down to kill it. For the OKW player here, you want to get as close as possible. Takes a shot. That Puma to maximise accuracy on its gun for the squad inside the building. Good chance of doing some AoE damage with the main gun as well. Early retreat there, maybe not that necessary, considering the 222 was arriving to support, and he's backing away here. It's almost as if he doesn't know they don't have snares or something. That was weird. He's back in and then backs out again. This is just really bad 222 play from Nishizawa.
A fresh mortar crew has arrived.
Only 6 kills on a sniper, not that impressive. Puma is inching close to that Vet 1 now as well. Rebuild on the engineers now for SlickLeatherGrease. Good suppression there kicking in on the sappers. Both at Vet 3 now though, they have vetted up really fast. Just shows you how effective they've been in the hands of Rubberluck. Been doing monstrous damage. Usually it can be very hard to vet them from Vet 2 to Vet 3. But in this case, got it done real fast. Got a mortar out for Nishizawa now. Oh, that is a fast Cromwell coming in for Rubberluck, even after the bolster.
We're losing a capture point.
Well, I've got Brenz for SlickLeatherGrease on one of these squads. MG sits up at a bad angle here though. Trying to get away. Grenade's going to connect though. Decent damage. Trying to chase it down, but there's another machine gun off to the side here. Catches some suppression. Another grenade out. Ooh, and that could be bad news. Stays in the heavy cover, soaks the damage. The stern pyros are there though. He's looking for the wipe. Chasing down with these stern pyros. Oh man, I think they're going to get away. Incredible luck there for SlickLeatherGrease. Machine gun got forced away by the incendiary grenade. This will be a close one, I think. Sappers didn't take enough damage on approach, so they do end up winning that. But here we go. Cromwell rolling onto the field. We do have the Puma nearby. We do have an anti-tank gun also relatively close for Nishizawa. He's taking some damage from the Puma, has to back out. Suppression kicking in on the far side. Pretty even on the VPs so far. Oh boy, another anti-tank grenade. Don't know if he knew about that one though. Sneaking through the castle walls. Oh boy, what is that mortar doing so far forwards? Luckily there's actually an empty bunker back here as well. Double suppression kicking in. Is that forcing them all away? Second anti-tank gun coming in for Nishizawa as well. Some base howitzer fire from the officer dropped down and hasn't noticed this. Big connection on the first shell. Dodges from the second two. Oh, wow, walking Stuka. Here we go. Ooh, he's got the flare up from the Fusilier. Spots that AT gun and knocks it out. Is he going to try crew that? He's got the Cromwell nearby. He doesn't have any support. The Puma way back. He jumps on it though. Can he get away with it? He's going to set it up actually. This is slightly greedy. Cromwell takes a shot and a snare. I didn't notice that he was in snaring range there. Okay, that's bad news for the Cromwell. Under pressure though, reinforcements arriving. The AT gun looks like it's going to get decrewed. Puma comes in there for the kill, gets the smoke down, but still takes an engine crit. Maybe Rubberluck can recrew this AT gun and save the situation. Come a bunch of LMG Grenadiers though, and double AT guns coming through to kill the 6-pounder, and there it goes. Good sequence there for the Axis overall.
Manufacturing capability has been increased.
Gotta be careful, man. Those Fusiliers, those anti-tank grenades. They do have that long range. Similar to the Grenadier Panzerfaust. Gotta account for that extra distance on those snares. Hoover getting some good hits in as well. Firing on the move, I think. Getting the frontal penetrations, a little bit lucky. Well done. A mortar pit coming up for Rubberluck now. Quite an advanced position on that. I feel like it does expose it to double anti-tank guns coming up from this channel and firing at it.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of
Maybe
our
you
points.
could go for this if, you know, if you're a bit further ahead than the Allies are at this stage. But, okay.
Our headquarters are under
And
fire.
the trench up. Looks like he's going to maybe plop a Vickers inside that to guard this angle permanently. Getting a bit of destroy cover down now as well. Here we go. I'll drop down a recon plane.
The enemy are attacking
Targeting the mortar pits instead of going for the squads.
Crew, stand ready.
Oh, the sniper. What was that doing all the way forwards like that? Well, it's dead now, whatever it was doing. And now coming through for the kill. No anti-tank gun for SlickLeatherGrease at this stage.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Again, it's kind of greedy trying to put this down without any defense for it, really.
Emplacement under attack.
Oh man, that building is hanging on by a thread. A small burst from the 222 and that will get flashed, and there goes SlickLeatherGrease's mortar pit. Oh, jumped out of the building, Roughneck came in. Good grenade. Here come the sappers for the snare, forcing that back. Got the Raketten coming forwards for Rod. Exposing it to some Bren fire though. Couple Axis squads coming in from the other angle. SlickLeatherGrease has gone hammer. He's close to being able to get that Comet now. But the Allies have been under a lot of pressure while he stalled for that Comet. Getting decrewed.
Prepare for combat.
Yeah, I think it's better to try target infantry with the walking Stuka. Obviously, you know, these mortar pits can get repaired up and not cause any manpower damage. But, you know, once you get vetted up, then you can use incendiary rockets on the emplacements. It's a much better way of destroying them, so... that would be the order of operations from me. Don't see a flare up. But connects on the Vickers, gets some damage onto the mortar pit as well, pretty good damage. Very close to vet 1 after that. Instant recrew though. Looks like it's Rubberluck picking that up though. That was SlickLeatherGrease's machine gun that went down, coming in for an incendiary grenade. Still got quite a lot of time left on brace. He didn't brace through the strike from the walking Stuka. Got the Raketten up here, but I don't think he has vision of some attack rounds, though. This could be the end of Rubberluck's mortar pit, and there it goes.
The enemy have destroyed a forward emplacement.
Just a little bit too hard for the Allies to defend the mortar pits at that timing. They just didn't have the anti-tank support, you know, with Rubberluck losing his anti-tank gun, SlickLeatherGrease never building one. SlickLeatherGrease going for the stall, Rubberluck losing his first medium. It's just like a perfect storm of not enough defense to hold on to those mortar pits. Gotta look for those situations. Good Machine gun positioning there, Axis in command at the moment, but Comet is by far the strongest unit on the field at the moment. So, nice to have that going for them. Got the double anti-tank guns down now as well. Could actually be a decent time to go for a rebuild on the sniper also. A lot of Axis team weapons about. The vision also handy. Getting some mines down now. SlickLeatherGrease, you know, did go for the bolster, and it does make more sense with that kind of build order, I would say. Just away from that walking Stuka, well done. The recon plane coming through, well, yeah, briefly gives vision. Smoke plane. Got the Vet 222 now as well. Puma maybe trying to bait the double kittens in there. Backing out. Missing a crucial shot there. Staying out of Rakitten range though, just. We've got a Comet for Rubberluck as well. I think for Rubberluck it would make more sense to build the land mattress next instead of rebuilding the mortar pit, but either's fine really. Anti-tank gun coming out for SlickLeatherGrease, and does indeed rebuild the sniper. That's a good idea. Going through the smoke there.
Ready for deployment.
Looks like he is looking to stay in. Well, still needs to tick Panzer authorization here. A lot of manpower free at the moment as well. I think he's maybe going for the Tiger stall, but just doesn't have the resources for that yet. Kitten's shooting at the engineers. They typically don't do very good damage. Engineers come through, trying to force away the Rakitten. Comes the walking Stuka, going for the machine gun. Good connection again, and vets it up now on that. It's been slow to vet considering how many kills it has. It's a lot of damage this walking Stuka. Comet war speeds away from the double Rakettens. Got to make sure that sniper doesn't push too far forwards here. It's like quite important, you know, if you're attack moving your sniper around. Don't attack move it past where you ever want it to run to, you know? That sounds simple, but something to keep in mind. Good decrew on the machine gun. Oh, but the officer does survive. This boy's had a slow start. Tough time against that Comet as well. Quite a late Panzer IV also. Has ticked up to battle phase 3. Got the tier 4 tech down. Obviously land mattress into the center it looks like. Oh, that's an engine crit. It's locked into spearhead though and it pops the smoke. Comet's chasing in through the smoke. Double packs are there though. Big damage onto the Comet. Drives past. One more shot. Trying to back away. Oh, the Fausts. One connects. They're dropping in the plane. SlickLeatherGrease. One pack down. Sniper dead though to the Puma. Oh, the 222 goes down to the planes. Pack also falling. It's going chasing in. They're wildly missing, as they always do. Sticking around for the kill on the decrewed weapons. around the corner. Not in time to save the AT gun. Take some big damage from the planes. COH2 deciding to back off though. Could have stuck in there for more damage, but maybe worried about those double Raketens rotating. They're coming across, but they're quite slow. Overall, I'd say that was pretty good from the Allies, but it looks like SlickLeatherGrease just wasn't paying attention to the sniper during the tank fighting and ended up losing it. So it's not the best. Rod 5 fuel away from that Tiger, getting very close. Looks like it's going to be double Tigers. Nishizawa also getting close to that Tiger himself. So we can Stuka again. After the trench. Doesn't do very much damage, so those trenches good at soaking the explosive damage. Now healing it. There we go, killing off the trench with the Raketen. It's much easier to do that these days. The target size on the trench is much higher. Changes a bit later on. Oh, was that a short burst from the land mattress then cancelled? Oops.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Oh, that's not the best. Slow start to the land mattress for Rubberluck. 0 kills after 2 barrages now. Okay, well that's the Tiger. Comet coming in on the rear / side armor. One on the front though. Puma coming across. Engineers did retreat. Puma might be overplaying his hand here. Getting quite aggressive. Tiger very slow. What is this handling on the Tiger? Smoke out, trying to get away now. What a decrewed. We've got a section blob coming in here, but getting suppressed. Oh, but that's a crocodile for SlickLeatherGrease. Okay, doing some pretty big damage. Pack decrewed, going for the bunker next. The Comet coming in as well. Just in some trouble, but here comes the command Tiger from the side. Some big hits in. 6-pounder spins around though. Tiger decides to back off. Comet staying in, trying to kill off the decrewed anti-tank gun. And successful in that. Oh, this could be a wipe. Oh, and it is indeed. The machine gun gets the job done. We've got some base howitzer fire coming in now. But this is hammer, not anvil, so no airburst shells, which can, you know, blind these tanks. Could have been a little bit dangerous there for the over on retreat. Massive repairs going on out the back for the Axis. Ooh, what was that? A mine triggering on the Comet. Was there a teller there? I didn't notice that earlier. One pet connecting. It's coming in with the Puma. Needs to use the aim shot here. Oh no, he just pins. He just penetrated. Lucky break there. Oh boy, Firefly, that gun is just so slow, the rotation on it. Oh boy. Horror show there for the Allies, losing the Comet and the Firefly. Winning the planes. There's some damage, but that is a massive loss for Rubberluck. Very good fortune for Rod though. What's the penetration of the Puma on that range? I think it's about 140? This is what, 280 armor, I think? So for it to penetrate, it's running real good. Tiger skirting around the planes. Allies are still behind in terms of VPs as well.
Our base is under attack.
Rovers looking to come around the corner. Royal Engineers badly outnumbered. Well, switching sides now.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And mattress right out the back here. Very confusing targeting on that. Not doing very much at all. Oh, here comes the Tiger. Takes an engine crit. Anti-tank gun somewhat nearby. He's popping the speed boost on. It's a good idea.
Capture point is being overrun.
Sets up for one shot. Got some smoke coming in the pits. Doing well. Connecting. Smoke blocking the vision for the moment. Anti-tank gun has to come through that. The second Tiger coming in to save the day and popping some smoke out. Good teamwork there. Nishizawa.
6-pounder
Comes the
anti-tank
walking
gun finished.
Stuka. Pretty decent connection. No wipes. Empire's
Downed
close
enemies
call.
trying to take a point from us.
They managed to escape in a drop pit. Covered by the Pioneers. Crocodile backing off for repairs. Only has the one engineer. Oh, Obers. Oh, and they go down, Rod. What was that? What was he even doing? He's got nothing. Oh man, Obers down. Easy to avoid loss there. I mean, I don't think the whole section was actually focus fight on the Obers. I think half of it was shooting at the Rakishin that was there. It was really bad. Oh boy. Smoke, quick reactions, and it looks like SlickLeatherGrease was attack moving the forward, so they packed up. Started moving, denies the attack ground opportunities. Oh, we got a flak panzer from Nishizawa. That's interesting. Guess it does do some decent anti-air in this case. Recon pass coming in from the assault officer. That's spotting for a land mattress barrage. Targeting this machine gun. Not hitting them really that well. Really need to be targeting the double anti-tank guns with this, I think, if possible. Maybe you can wait until the crocodile baits them into position, then let it rip. Harder to execute though with the random team element. And to flank around, and could still maybe crawl off to the side, maybe not now, taking too much suppression. Take ages to recover from that. Complain up from Nishizawa. Flak Panzer has taken engine crit over here. Looks like there was a British mine. Luck coming in with the anti-tank. But Nishizawa well defended here. Ooh, Pyos sneak around the side of the Vickers. Do end up getting suppressed just as they're rounding the corner. Vickers repositioning. Where is that? What was that? That was not the angle. There it goes. Tiger coming in deep here. Going for the land mattress maybe? It's quite far back. Crocodile on the far side. So are the anti-tank guns actually. They're coming in for the Puma. What? Oh, Rod is just AFK with that Puma. Another easy to avoid loss, and that's a real shame. I think that was a Vet 5 Puma. It's a real menace of Vet 5. It's so much time to react to that as well, man. Because you could see, I think one of the anti-tank guns had to reload, you know, before it could fire after setting up. It's quite slow firing off its shot. So much time to react to that, man. Really not good. Looking for a wipe here. Got the double anti-tank guns lining up. Nearly, but doesn't get rewarded. Got a Firefly next for SlickLeatherGrease. Probably needs another engineer for repairs as well. Having trouble keeping that crocodile healthy. Which is why I, quite often do go for anvil when I'm going for the crocodile, just so I can constantly keep it repaired a bit more easy with the heavy sappers. Because regular Royal Engineers only get like half the repair speed bonus that all the other factions do from their Vet 2. So it's not that effective at Vet 2 even. Pretty good dodging though coming in from Rubberluck. He's doing a good job of avoiding that walking Stuka. Pretty aware of the flares, but still decent Stuka performance. Comes a Jagdpanzer meanwhile from Rod. Big damage onto the Tiger there, those anti-tank guns penetrating. Here comes a big land mattress now. To the far side, Pack getting decrewed over here. Got a couple of squads that could jump back on it. We've got some base howitzer fire coming down as well though. Into the center to Cap. Still very close in terms of VPs. Got some frag bombs out the back, but they don't do anything. Good dodging from the allies. Reddy's going to try to jump on this weapon, and they do manage to recover it, but then the Comet comes in. And the last model of the Green Squad dies. With double anti-tank guns in some trouble here. Tiger repairing up, it's back to full strength. Comet hunting him down. He's got the crocodile over on this side as well. Gonna have to let that pack die, I think. W Tiger so low after all that fighting, still getting repaired up out the back. Panzer didn't come across to assist. Really need some better coordination here from the Axis random team. Let's bring the Tiger in now. Pack's still alive. Should probably be sending that back for healing and reinforcements at this stage. A lot of damage onto the command Tiger. Onto the regular Tiger as well. Oh boy, command Tiger taking a battering. It's going to take an engine crit. It's doing alright at the moment. Jagdpanzer on the far side meanwhile. This will be coming in from this angle. Oh boy, Firefly in hot pursuit. Kitten retreated. The Tulip rockets finishing the job. Here comes the Jagdpanzer now, so late. Walking Stuka strike. Panzer coming in from the side here, getting some damage, but not really a threat to actually kill the crocodile. We'll be able to get one more shot, but double anti-tank guns are there, and they're both vetted up. Oh, there we go, missing. Quite likely the Jagdpanzer does either get missed or bounces one shot there, so not out of the ordinary. Well, but Vet 3 on one of these anti-tank guns now. Get the penetration bonus, so don't think the Jagdpanzer will be able to bounce after that. But yeah, Rod seems to have some issues. Like when units are spread out across the field, doesn't seem to do very well with the multitasking. Yeah, that Jagdpanzer was sitting over here for ages. Only once he lost the Tiger did he think about bringing it in. Gotta have more awareness than that in Company of Heroes. Maybe you can get away with that kind of play in 4v4 a little bit more, since you kind of fight in a small area than even the 2v2 maps. Gotta come in to support. Comes the land mattress. Not doing too much though. Somehow is Vet 3, even though it's only got 7 kills. Stuka next. Could have been a bit better if it was slightly off to the side. Still decent connection though, but could have been even stronger. Gamma bomb out. Launches forwards of it. Jagdpanzer coming in now. Misses its first shot. And, lost vision for the second. Panther joining in for Nishizawa. No machine gun upgrade on that yet though. I've seen players sometimes try to save the munitions for like frag bombs. Be reasonable. Kittens over here. Wow, that got shot down fast by the Centaur. Maybe Nishizawa didn't notice that Centaur was on the field. No value from that recon plane at all, and the machine guns that were covering this far side now getting forced off also. Rod still with a lot of manpower floating, has rebuilt one of the Obers. He doesn't quite have enough room in this. Okay, there he goes. Can bring in the Tiger now. So there we go, he's got his composition. He's maxed out on pop caps. Same story. Nishizawa just about. Maybe squeezing one more Pioneer. So some big armies on both sides. Let's see who can use them better. Vickers going down there for Rubberluck. Big damage onto the Tiger. Oh, tulip rockets, but only one connects somehow. The second one just not quite finding the mark. He's making a bit of a push down this channel. Stuka coming in again. Pretty good connection. Destroys the trench as well. I mean, solid walking Stuka shots, you know. Getting like 4 kills or so each barrage. No wipes though. Vickers here. Grenadiers round in the corner, exposing themselves, and the phosphorus there as well. What's this flak panzer doing? Mattress into the center, but the Axis do manage to cap it. Triple cap against the allies at the moment, and they are behind on VPs. Tiger coming in on the far side here. Jagdpanzer needs to come in as well. So he's not going to chase. Crocodile can back down behind this tree line here relatively safely. Tiger having trouble penetrating. Jagdpanzer coming in now, but so and there was a mine back here. Oh no, the Tiger goes down. Oh, and now the Comet war speeding in on the rear. Aussie Tiger doing its best, but the Jagdpanzer goes down so fast. Those double anti-tank guns taking care of business there for SlickLeatherGrease. I feel a little bit sorry for Rod there. I mean, he should have brought that Jagdpanzer in a lot earlier, but at the same time, you know, pretty bad pin luck on that Crocodile from the Tiger. Now he's set right the way back. He's lost both of his Raketans, by the way. Does have enough manpower to rebuild them, though. Should. It's a land mattress. Finding the OKW troops. Nishizawa retreating, expecting them to be targeting his grenadiers. That's not the case. Muni's cash coming in out the back for SlickLeatherGrease. Might as well. He has like 800 manpower spare, or what, would have been 1,000 before he started the cash. So that makes a lot of sense. Even though Rubberluck hasn't been using his munitions much. He's got the double vet up engineers. Pretty effective on the repairs, but can, you know, still use the vehicle crew repairs. Free these guys up more for anti-tank duties. Panzer and a touch of trouble is Vet 1 and has the smoke. Plane in now for Rod. Oh boy, we've got some deep planes coming in for SlickLeatherGrease right out the back here. Be careful, this walking Stuka is just in the zone. Oh, big damage from the planes there. Pat gets decrewed and takes some big damage as well. Panzer will shoot these down quite quickly. I said it should. It's like some flak panzer shots connecting with the castle. It's having a really bad run with that flak panzer. I think it's usually about 3 shots to kill planes. There we go, they're both dead there. But they did manage to come through for a second pass for some big damage onto that Panther. Use Nishizawa a little bit exposed. Ends up losing his machine gun on the far side there. And Rod just completely defenseless against his crocodile. Rebuilding the Jagdpanzer, but definitely should have rebuilt the double the kittens. And it looks like he lost his overs at some stage. Don't know when exactly that happened. They didn't have the weapon upgrade, but still, not good.
Crew stand ready.
See what this walking Stuka can do. Recon pass coming through. It's targeting this AT gun. SlickLeatherGrease on the dodge. It's out of there. Mattress onto the Tiger repairs here. Pretty good reactions though from Nishizawa. It's quite a lot of resources floating at this stage after, you know, a couple of losses. I mean, squeeze it another tag if we wanted to. Another medium. Or perhaps a Werfer. The Beaufort is covering the far VP for Rubberluck. Interesting. Triple cap against the Axis at the moment. They have fell behind on the VPs now. They finally rebuilt the Raketin also. Good damage onto the Crocodile there. That's a good start for Rod. Needed that. Still needs to spin through that manpower float. Comet finds the flak panzer back here. Pack all the way back, reinforcing. And just getting overwhelmed here frontally. Does manage to branch out to the far side though, capping that. Axes are draining quite quickly at this stage. Machine gun rebuild from Nishizawa. Rubberluck trying to get some mines up, interrupted though. Mattress targeting the Oh! He got them! We got the walking Stuka! Oh, that is disastrous. Rod a bit slow again on the dodge. Really bad luck. Like, it has to be said, that is really bad luck this walking Stuka died there, but could have dodged away faster for sure. It's not like it was the first two rockets that just perfectly landed on it. It's towards the tail end of the barrage. Planes deployed quite deep into Axis territory again by SlickLeatherGrease. Planes are taking the anti-tank damage. Needs to get out of the circle while he shoots these planes down, otherwise he's going to take another pass. Ground meanwhile roasting on the far side. And the Flak Panzer goes down. All of SlickLeatherGrease's anti-tank comes around the corner. Flak Panzer was revealing itself by firing inside the circle.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Oh boy, and that looks like it could be the end of the Jagdpanzer. Just far too much anti-tank in such a small area. Could be able to get the kill in return here. Yep, there we go. Firefly down. And then he retreats though. Don't know if that was 100% necessary.
75 points remaining. Tactical adjustment.
Nishizawa doing his best over here.
We lost a gun crew. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
MG decrewed over here. And what's calling the GG. Perhaps understandable, he's down to 25 pop cap. Just going to max speed here, I don't think there's much to see really. Base inspection, and there we go. So yeah, pretty back and forth up until Rod lost that second Tiger. Then it really fell apart from the Axis very quickly from there. I think Rod could have done a better job rebuilding the double Raketens a lot earlier than he did. He had quite a lot of resources floating for a long time there. Overall, Rod's letting down the team a bit, I would say, just with his awareness, you know, losing units on the far side, maybe not coordinating his attacks very well. You know, just driving around with the Tiger over here, completely forgetting about bringing in the Jagdpanzer to support. A few moments like that, slow to dodge away from the land mattress. He's doing pretty well with the walking Stuka the whole game, though. I will say that he was proficient in that department, but it wasn't enough. Nishizawa really couldn't kill anything from Rubberluck, and maybe lost like one comet, but after that, couldn't really get anything else killed. And then that just led to the Allies snowballing late. Flak Panzer, yeah, it was okay. Panther really didn't do that much. I think, you know, when you know your teammate's struggling, like we knew that Rod was, trying to push onto this far side, trying to do damage over here, kind of just exposes yourself to the backstab like we saw with SlickLeatherGrease coming in from this angle, knocking out the Flak Panzer. So I think in those cases it's maybe better to play a bit more centrally rather than trying to extend out to the far VP and expose yourself to those flanks from the other player. And that way, you know, you can maybe get something going with your combined forces. Maybe you have enough firepower to just like snipe off a Firefly in one shot, something like that. Catch something out of position. Oh well. Anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.